Look at this jungle. Roots break through stone. Trees grow out of temple towers. Most tourists see a ruin. But under this green silence once lived one of the largest cities on Earth before the Industrial Age. Not a village, not a fortress, a full city with farms, canals, palaces, and temples stretching farther than the eye could see. Then slowly it emptied. The forest moved back in. This is Angkor. And this is the story of how a medieval supercity vanished. At its height, in the 12th and 13th centuries, the Khmer Empire ruled much of mainland Southeast Asia from here. Researchers estimate the greater Angkor region held somewhere around 700,000 to 900,000 people. For comparison, medieval London had tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands. Angkor was not one temple. It was a low, spread-out city, houses on mounds, rice fields, roads, and sacred stone centers, like Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom. The Khmer did not just pray here, they engineered here. Two names matter. Suryavarman II built Angkor Wat in the early 12th century, a massive Hindu temple aligned to the cosmos. Then came Jayavarman VII. After wars with the Khmer, he rebuilt the capital bigger. He walled Angkor Thom and raised the Bayon, those famous stone faces staring in every direction. His message was simple. I protect this land. I see everything. I am the center. That was the peak. Stone, army, and belief locked together. Angkor's secret was not magic. It was water management. Giant reservoirs called berries stored monsoon rain. Canals moved water to rice fields in the dry season. Embankments and ponds let people live across a huge wet landscape. When the system worked, Angkor could feed a massive population. When the system broke, the city had no easy backup plan. Too much infrastructure, too interconnected. One damaged canal could ripple into many fields. Angkor was powerful because it was organized. Angkor was vulnerable for the same reason. In the 14th and early 15th centuries, the monsoon pattern turned unstable. Tree rings and lake records point to long droughts, bad for rice and for keeping berets full. Then came brutal wet years. Floods could break masonry channels and choke canals with sediment. Archaeologists found signs that Angkor's core was already using less land and maintaining less in the 14th century before the famous sack of 1431. So the city was under stress before the final blow. The Ayutthaya kingdom, based in what is now Thailand, was a rising rival. Khmer and Thai armies fought for decades. In 1431, Ayutthaya forces attacked Angkor. Cambodian chronicles say the court moved away. That raid mattered. It shattered what was left of central power in the old capital. But historians today warn against a simple movie ending. Enemies came, everyone left. The end. Angkor was already shrinking. War hit a city that was already sick. Trade in Southeast Asia was shifting toward coastal ports and river routes to the sea. Ruling from deep inland made less sense when wealth and guns moved on water. Khmer elites relocated south toward the Mekong region, closer to where Phnom Penh would later grow. Angkor did not explode. It bled population, officials, soldiers, craftspeople, tax flow toward a new center. The temple stayed. The government left. Sediment cores from Angkor Thom's moat show less burning, less forest clearing, less maintenance by the late 14th century. Moat care faded. Fields near the core were used less. This was a gradual retreat, not a single evacuation order. Some people remained in the region for generations. Angkor Wat itself continued as a Buddhist religious site. Monks kept it alive while the urban machine around it decayed. So vanished is the wrong word for what happened first. Emptied is closer. Without constant repair, tropical forest is ruthless. Strangler figs crack walls, roots lift sandstone blocks, canals fill in. By the time 16th century Portuguese missionaries heard of great stone cities in the Cambodian interior, much of Angkor was half swallowed by green. Europeans did not discover a dead civilization from zero. Local Khmer knew the ruins were there. But to the wider world, Angkor looked like a ghost, a warning that even the mightiest city can lose its people. So why did Angkor, the largest medieval city most people never learned about, fade into jungle? Not one mystery door, not aliens, not a single battle. 3 reasons. 1. Its water system was brilliant but brittle. Climate stress broke what kept rice and people alive. 2. War and rivals, especially Ayutthaya, wrecked a capital already in decline. 3. Power and trade moved south. The rulers left and the city could not hold its old role. Empires do not only fall to swords, sometimes they fall to broken pipes, empty fields, and a capital that walks away. If this helped you understand what happened to Angkor, leave a like and subscribe. We put out a new empire story every week. Next time, we leave the jungle and go to West Africa. There was an empire called Mali. Its ruler, Mansa Musa, is often called the richest man in history. When he traveled with camel loads of gold, prices crashed in cities far away. Then Mali fell, not in one day, but hard enough that most people forgot how powerful it was. That's the next story on Anno Ruina.